Beginning practice on the feet. Same standing pose is a little different from mounted. It has us bring our feet close. So maybe that's your legs that come close first. Please work with your body on this and all of the things that yoga asks us to do. So we narrow the foundation a little bit and build from there, affirming of the legs. Take some time with your center, your low back space, your belly. Find a nice balance in your pelvis. Grounding arms into the sides lightly. Shoulders on the rib, standing tall but relaxed. 5 cycles of breath. Nice slow nose breaths. Let your eyes find the down center meditative gaze. Inhale for 4. Exhale. One more time. For the Om, bring your hands to the center of your chest. Breathing in for the 4 sounds, the A, O, and silence. That is the settling in the mind and stillness, so that our true nature may be revealed. Feel your heartbeat, your breath, feel your life energy. Let's move in the 7 directions of the spine to begin. Mountain pose. Separating the feet under the hips. Similar to safe standing pose. 5 breaths here. Use postural awareness. The reaching of the top point of the head towards the sky. You want to come up and touch your lightning strike zone. Very top. Reaching up into that tallest part of your skull. Release your hands, still feeling that crown chakra energy. 1 more breath. And relax. So we're doing something in that one. Okay, to the back. Step your feet easy and wide. Comfortably wide, a little bit turned out for standing back bend. Slip your hands into your back pocket zone to support that low back space. Feel back there. Back of your pelvis, low back, sacrum. Inhale, lift your chest. Lift your back ribs as well. Gaze down and guide your pelvis forward a little bit. Strong legs. Gently opening the front body. The front body is like the full moon. It's full of lots of energy. It's very pranic. 1 more breath, standing back bend. And release back to center. Forward fold. Realign your hips towards the front. Catch your waist with your hands, actually your pelvis. Inhale. Tilt your pelvis forward, let your knees bend and come slowly down into your forward fold. Let's do the elbow hold version. Bring your head down gradually. Slowly breathe for 5. The energy of the forward fold is very different. It's aponic energy. It is inward calming. Balancing the prana. 1 more time, breathe deeply. Release your hands back to your pelvis. Long spine, bend knees a bit. Stand with strong legs. Inhale. Exhale, mountain. Crossover, side bend. Left foot in front of the right, arms up. Exhale over slowly. Shoulders down a bit. A gaze to the floor. Your body, each pose, 1 more breath. I just noticed a little shift there where I had a little more space to feel that lengthening of the side. Inhale, core strength, come up to center. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, reach up, cross over. Exhale, side bend, second side. 1, 2. It's okay to refine within each pose, giving it that 5-breath opportunity. So it's time to figure it out, but it's not forever. Thank you, this pose, for what you've taught me today. Inhale, strong back to center. Exhale, release your arms. And uncross. Back to easy and wide for standing twists. Let's start with just a slow swing of the arms, letting the shoulders and arms be a little free here. Lifting the knee or heel on the opposite side as you come around. So showing it really slowly, a swing, turn, swing. But focus on spinal rotation, rib cage, and shoulders. Find a nice rhythm for yourself for a few more cycles of breath. It can be nice to wiggle and shake out the fingers and hands as part of this. Breathe freely. Simplify it and come 2 more times each way. Cross over, center, ready. Standing heel stretch. Mountain. We're going to keep the legs straight as you step it back instead of the angle foot we often use for yoga poses. So go straight back, reach the heel down. Bend your front knee, lean forward until you feel a stretch down your heel. 1, 2. So in a pose like this, we need to find that stillness in the low belly. It's a point we come to in all the poses with some awareness. So our center of gravity aware. Bend the back knee a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Mountain. Other side. That's not as big a step as crescent lunge, but it's that same move back to the heels, straight back behind you. Focusing on that back leg stretch, bend your front knee and lean forward until you feel a heel stretch and back knee stretch in your back leg. 1. Arms wherever they support you. 2, 3. Pay attention to your patterns. How are your shoulders here? What are you doing with your neck? 4, 5. Back knee adds a bend to it as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. And now some flowing movement and sun salutation activities. Grateful. Breathe in and reach out. Inhale. Breathe out and reach down. Exhale. The right amount of your own body movements in these. Inhale to half lift pose. Axial extension, top of the head reach. Plank pose. Hands down, legs back. Breathe out. 1, 2. Optimizing form, but without micromanaging it. Take care of the important things and breathe there. And 5. Lower to your knees for puppy pose. Keep the toe tuck, stretch back. Elbows lift. Lengthening those big muscles across your back, among other things. Exhale. Cow spine. Breathe in, untuck toes, pull your hands in, and extend your spine. Cat spine, press your hands, breathe out. 2 more cycles of spinal waves. And slowly with your breathing, pause in the pauses. Let your core strength create this movement. 1 more set each way. So we tilt the pelvis forward and lengthen the spine to extend. Tuck the pelvis back and press the hands to round the mid-back and release. Bird dog pose with the right leg back in parallel, the left arm. 1, 2. The counting provides structure. You can use it more or less. That helps you find the rhythm of the practice. Other side. Return to center. This is a lot. This is a core strength balancing pose that gets us away from our center of gravity. Bring it all together. Do your best. 3, 4, 5. Hand and knee come down. Cow spine, breathe in. Extends the spine. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Wrap your shoulders towards your heart. So usually any refinements will start with the hands. Upper body strengthening here. Broad back and chest. Upward to low belly. Bringing the weight towards the legs as the heels reach down. 1 more breath. Walking to the back of the mat to come off the floor. Press, press, bend your knees, come back. Breathe out, pull towards your legs. Breathe in, standing up. So getting your head ready, rising and reaching. Inhaling. Exhale, standing tall. Cross your arms in front of you. Inhale, sweep them up, lift your face. Hands down the midline, breathe out and fold. Walk out on your mat to bare bones. Come out, cover your knees about 2 inches off the floor. Find that awareness between the front hip points. 1 more time, breathe out. Let your knees come down, release your toes. Up dog from the knees, arms strong and straight. Bring your pelvis forward, lift your rib cage and gaze down. Stop at any point. Breathe a few times. Another one of those pranic poses. High energy, long exhales. 1 more time. Upward dog, front body stretch. And a slow wave, release your head, gradually lift your hips, go back from your knees, and then lift to downward dog. So they balance each other. One more time, breathe deeply. Step your feet a little bit wider. And then walk them towards your hands and see if that makes that walk forward easier for your body. Breathe out either way. Stand up with your legs slightly wider than mountain. See what that's like. Inhale. And exhale, bring your arms down. 1 more time. Going through these sun gratitude flows up. Down with those slightly wide legs. Bring your hands down. Breathe out. Half lifting pose, inhale. Hands down, exhale. Walk the legs back. Side plank, right side, your version. One more. Second side. Big open hand, nice outward spin that mirrors the shoulder. Use your whole body, side strong mountain. One more time. Calm into the center, breathing out. Knees down, untuck the toes. Pelvis moves between the hands, ribs lift, upward facing dog. Stay on the knees, back to puppy. Inhale, cow, pull your hands in. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward face. One more time, breathe deeply. Head way down here, neck is very long, chin is tucking. Notice your head as you make your way to standing. So look between your hands, inhale. Exhale there into your belly. Walk your feet forward. Breathe in again, come to half lift with a long neck. Fold forward, we tuck the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Standing up, leading with the head. Relax your head to neutral and everything else is low. Hands to the low belly, center, and grounded and centered. This is the season for centering, the late summer. Bringing that high energy of summer downward and inward. Exhale. Standing poses, beginning with Parsvottanasana. That's the straight leg, split stance, forward facing, side pose. Working shoulder rotations with this one recently. So bring your arms forward, thumbs out as you externally rotate. And then internally rotate your shoulders and reach back. So this is the preparation usually. Twice more, external shoulder reach, internal shoulder reach, balancing the whole time. One more time, range of motion. Range of motion. Now come together, low on your back, bring your knuckles together, lift up your back to a comfortable degree, maybe switch to your palms or fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. We bend back a little bit over the hands. Exhale, slowly tilt forward and gaze to your big toe. Spread your feet, and then the last position is forehead towards the shin. Here we go. Intense side lengthening pose. 4, 5. Firm legs, press feet, rise slowly, stargaze, and release. The same foundation, revolve triangle. Lift up your left arm. Use your right hand to help you tilt forward at your waist again. Come to your shin. Stack hands, long spine. Then we explore rotation. So a mid-back twist as you reach out and turn to gaze that way as well. All of these are grounding. This creates a lot of hip stability. One more breath, maybe open that twist a little more if that's interesting in your body. Exhale, release the twist. Inhale, standing up. Shoulders back over the ribs and step out from that long hold. Exhale. Other side. Really find that foundation. And then start the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulder rotations in. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Come together. No force, but let this develop over time. Inhale, lift your heart. Spread your feet. Slow and controlled. Forward, hold. Lengthen through the head and then let your forehead go towards your leg once you're down. Elbows lift slightly. Strong, straight legs. If possible, inhale, rise. Stargaze. Exhale, release the arms. Keep the foundation, revolve triangle. Catch your waist on the left. Reach up your right arm. Pull forward and across, feet out. Stack your other hand, balance and lengthen your spine. With that long spine, add spinal rotation, revolve triangle pose. To your own degree, open out to the side. One more time. With the exhale, release the twist. The inhale, stand. And back to mountain pose, line it all back up. With the energy and strength. Rise up to the balls of your feet. Come to your heels. Lift your toes a little bit, spread them, and bring them down. Crescent lunge with the left foot going back, straight back, heel lifted, then the front knee, and the back knee. Hold it steady. You can get out. One of these high energy practices. So straighten the legs, lean forward, bring the back leg through, open mouth, exhale with a kick. Other side. Crescent hover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kick it out. And release. Come to your right side, please. Start with the wide parallel stance. So even with those front and back short edges of your mat with your feet, and wide enough so that when you bend your left knee towards your toes, you feel a stretch in the inseam of your back leg. So this is core strengthening, just to hold your torso as you do these things. Use your arms and hands and thighs to support the leg work. 3, 4, try not to hold back, and 5. Come up to center, inhaling, and to the other side. Bend your knee towards your toes. Feel a stretch in the inseam of your back leg. Get enough space so you do so. Support your torso and breathe. So if we just flopped around in our poses, we would not create a lot of strength and energy work, but we are very intentional about holding things in a certain way and breathing. Bringing that right effort. Exhale one more time. Inhale, strong, determined press to rise up to center. And exhale there. Warrior V, front of your mat. Spin on your heel, bend your knee. Explore that spacing between the feet so that you're not holding back, and reach your arms with the head turn. To the other side. This is your meditation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the first side. Reverse is a core strengthening pose. It's on the list of core strength poses. So take Warrior B and lean back, gaze down. If you want to fold your elbows to come into the back of your body with your hands, you may. And straighten the neck. Feel your body breathing. One more time. And find this on your other side. Releasing. Let's start with the foundation. Knee, feet, knees, hips, spine, leaning back, reverse warrior, arms, maybe change them, down center gaze. One more breath. Release, returning back to your side for wide forward fold. Parallel feet, maybe a little inward turning at the toes as you come down. Three, 4, lengthening the spine, the primary focus here. 5. Coming up in 2 parts, start with a half lift, so you get part of the way up, maybe your feet come a little closer together. Exhale, and strong legs, rise slowly. Out of the stance to the front. Few more standing shapes. Warrior A and C. Left leg back. The angled foot, the bent front knee. We use our feet and toes so much. We get our good quality barefoot time, foundation time in yoga. The knee comes out. The pelvis is downward, but not squared necessarily. Comfortable. Rib cage towards the front. Elbows wide. Arms wide. Lead with your heart. Gather your hands up in front of your heart and send them forward as you come to Warrior C. Straighten the front leg, dragging that back foot. Lift it if that's available right now. And then send your hands out 2. Breathing out 2. 1 spot for the gaze. 3, 4, 5, mountain. And then we're back in the present moment, so that is now behind us and we've done our best. Second side, Virabhadrasana A. Feel myself using my feet, creating space this way, and then finding that space for the lunging knee. How about the space for the low back? So take a little time so you have a nice quality experience. Hands to the low back pelvis zone. Another way of lifting the chest. Bring the hands to the center for the transition to C. So we're going to come to a front leg straight stance. Shift forward, thrust the front leg straight. Then maybe the back leg leaves the ground and you come to a spot right in front of your eyes. If it feels good to let your hands go forward today, 3, 4, 5, This journey back to your center, breathing out. Finishing with Utkatasana variation, hip distance. I want to turn sideways, you don't need to though. So fierce pose has a forward hinge at the hips and the spine follows. Bend your knees and straighten a few times so that tilt forward, knee bend, and come up. Tilt forward, knee bend, squat. Bring it all up one more time, coming in for a hold. So Utkatasana, knees bend, pelvis forward a little bit. Hands in front of the chest. Elbows up, Pranamasana arms. Challenge your lowness in your hips a little bit. One more time. Building strength across the back of the seat and spine. Then come up, breathe in. Transitioning downward with forward fold. Pada Hastasana, or hold your elbows. Pada is your feet and hands is Hatha, so sliding your hands under your feet. Like you're shaking hands with your feet, and then you pull your elbows away, but don't let them go anywhere. Head is down. Try to straighten your legs, draw up your low belly. One more cycle of breath. Tractioning the wrists here by pulling the arms while they're underneath the feet. And bringing blood flow to the hands as you bring them out. Blood flow, blood flow. Walk back. Wide knees, child's pose, come down. Toes towards each other, knees wide, stretch back. Elbows down, forehead down. One more deep breath. Forearm plank pose, hands flat or together. Tuck your toes, bring your knees back to center. Cover the knees in the bear, forearm bear. Walk the feet back so you have the plank. Calmly use your whole body. Hips a little high, makes it easier. You're working there. Try to come to level and then lower your belly to the ground, releasing down. Interlace locust, bring your arms back. So we do the internal shoulder rotation to interlace. Zip up the legs, reach them long. Squeeze together your shoulder blades to lift your chest. And then maybe your legs lift as well. It doesn't have to be huge to be effective. One more time. Pause and release. Turn your head to one side. Let your heels roll out. And the other side. Legs active and together reaching, head back to center. Weave your fingers again and then switch to that less common weave. So you have that opposite, slightly different in the shoulders. Reach your hands towards your feet to lift your chest, long in the neck. Maybe lean forward to lift your legs a little bit. One more time, breathe deeply. Come down, release your hands, turn your head, heels out, everything's soft. Side mountain. I think we're finished with our pranic poses. Now just grounding, grounding to finish. Side mountain, balance. Five very slow lifts of the top leg. You can use your hand in front of you for a little more stability, or widen your foundation with a bent bottom knee. I'm going to use the hand at the pelvis hold the waist version, just to remind me to use my center to feel that movement from the center. 3. The bottom leg stabilizing. 4. And 5. A little circle forward with that leg. Ooh, that's hard. I'm going to fall over. 4 and 5 towards the back. Small amount of circling. Yoga gives us a space, a safe place to challenge ourselves. And let that be complete. Bend your knee, reach with your top hand, and just find a comfortable stretch back here of your thigh and your shoulder. Maybe bend your elbow to get into that front thigh a little bit more length there. One more breath for range of motion. Other side, optional forearm plank. Side mountain. Finding that nice, that point on your side where you won't fall to the back. Activate your body. It's the right amount. And the lifting, hand to your waist or to the floor. A little flexing your feet. 1, slow. 2, 3. Hand at the waist, you can feel your core and your low back muscles. 4. Participating in this practice. And 5. A little circle towards the front. Keep the lower leg steady. Breathing. And a little circle of that leg towards the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. A great way to resist gravity here and release. Level with the other leg, bend your knee. Reach with your top arm to catch your foot or ankle in the front. Just a sweet amount of opening of the shoulder and the thigh. Not going for maximum. Maybe add a little elbow bend to bring your heel a little bit closer for the finish. I feel like when we sit and our heels are between them, that's a lot, and this gives us a lot of control. Let me know what you think about that. So it makes it more accessible. Release, back to center. Bring that leg out beside you for a half frog for a few moments. So you can kick out your lower leg and foot to make that a froggy leg. Roll towards your belly and curl over towards that leg. Be soft and still. Rest your eyes. Slowly stretch out the leg and come to your other side via your back or your belly. I'm going to go from my back just to keep it interesting. Over to the side and then over to the half frog like we did on the other side. All these different ways of moving around. Curl in, maybe kick out your heel to make that frog leg a little froggier. Be your own frog. Let go of muscular effort in the belly and everywhere else. Let your breathing slow down. About 2 more cycles. Exhale, engage low belly and pelvic floor. Then release your legs straight. Recenter for a cobra lift in the chest. And exhale, bring your head down. Spread hands by your chest, press down and forward. Push up and back to child's or downward dog. Either way, let your head go down. Come into bridge pose. Transition to your seat and then lie back. Beginning with knees in. Wide knees, feet up. Reach the arms through. Crow pose crunches. So here's the foundation. Hands, feet, knees bent. It's like a squat, upward facing. Breathe in. Breathe out, low belly awareness. Try to move from your low belly and curl up. 1, 2, tuck your chin so your neck doesn't strain. 3, maybe hug your legs into your upper arms a little bit. Press your arms into your legs. 4, 5. Release down. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ease your head down. Make it happy baby by catching the backs of the legs or feet. Slow rocking side to side if you like. Let your right foot lower to the ground. Let's do it. Cradle the baby on our way to figure 4 today. So guiding your ankle and heel, and the other hand has the knee zone. Move your hip joint around. Explore. Go both ways with a little circling. Little side to side movement there. And then bring your ankle to rest above your other knee. Letting your knee go away to start today. Don't bring it in yet. Just let that open up that scoop in the front hip zone. And then inviting the legs to come inward, focusing on the back of the seat and the piriformis coming across the back of your seat. Bring it into your own degree with the bottom leg as well. So exhales. Mindfully finding just the right amount of movement in your joints. Exhale one more time. Releasing back to happy baby for the other side. Lower your left leg to the floor. Catching your right heel and outer knee for movement exploration on this side. It's okay to use a pillow for this stuff if your chin is way up in the air, especially. Be mindful of your neck. Circling both ways with your hips, your hip, and then up side to side rock with that hip. Guide it above the other knee, give it the space it needs. Start with the hand, lightly encouraging that knee away. Calming and quieting that scoop in the front pelvis of your big hip flexing muscles. And 5. Consider bringing the legs closer for the outer hip focus. This is your meditation, and meditation for restless people with lots of projects. Just the right amount of sensation and movement. Find your breath. Settle your gaze and be present. Exhale. With your low belly still, uncross your legs. Centered spine, wide feet turned out. Both knees towards the left side range of motion. Go over as far as they'll both go. Turn your head the other way. Breathe a few times. Optional here to top weight the back leg. So you take the leg that's doing the butterfly. It's my left leg. And I'm going to put that ankle above the outer right knee really carefully. So adding a little weight to that back leg. Settle into where the work is appropriate for you. Stretching the longest muscle in the body, sartorius stretch. One more time, breathe deeply. Stillness in the belly center. Slowly return to wide feet, center spine and all that. So a windshield wiper one time to the other side to find that range of motion. Turn your head the other way. Breathe a few times with that. So our back leg is doing internal rotation, and we're going to add to that a little optionally with that. Take the other foot and bring it above. Lightly come down, adding some weight, just the right amount. Using the energy of mindfulness to do so. So we cause no harm. 4, 5. So return to center. Uncross. Maybe rock them side to side a moment to release those holds. One bridge, come up in a nice sustainable way. So hopefully practicing bridge enough where it's pretty easy to do one set. You taught yourself how to open up your front body or wherever you are in the journey of that, just split the speed. Not a lot of this today. Like other back bends without forward pelvis, ribs lifting. Lower your pelvis and spine. Bring your head and spine back to center. Bring your right knee in, your left foot up, and your right. Bring your legs wide. Let your hands come up with elbows on the floor to catch and support wide legs in the air. And draw back on your toes. One more time. Exhale, low belly. Move from low belly center to relax your feet. Bring the legs together and cross. Arms out to the floor. Uncross. Cross the other way. Slow and controlled range of motion. Cross each way twice more. Go as far into the cross as your body will allow, unassisted. Open a little bit and then go the other way, unassisted cross. Hug your knees in, adding some ankle pumps. Favorite lying twist, bring your feet down, stretch out. Bring knees to one side or top knee across, turn your head the other way. Slow breathing down. Mindful journey to the second side, bringing balance to your body. Nice and soft as we come into resting phase. Releasing the seal of your lips. So your mouth is slightly open and your breath moves freely. Seven. Return to center and rest completely. Let it all go. All of those movements and efforts, let it all just be received as you rest. Check in. See if you've settled as much as you can. Just let yourself continue. Continue to let go. Several cycles of deep breath through your nose as you lie here. Really long on the exhale side of things. One more time, breathing in, stretch it. Breathing out, slow down. Pause. Try not to go too quickly as you come around. And sitting for a moment, which we never did in our practice today. But yoga is all the forms. It is a mind thing. And a brief sit here to finish. Be grateful for all that your body was willing to do. Adding in any other gratitudes, there's always something. Om with the 3 chatis at the end for peace, breathing in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. May the light of truth overcome all darkness. Thanks for tuning in. Monday Yoga Party.